In the heart of Lagos Island, where Balogan Market pulsed with life from sunrise to sunset, every trader knew a secret. Success wasn't just about hard work, it was about grace, connection, and sometimes things you couldn't see with your eyes. Amidst the chorus of haggling voices and humming generators, two women reigned supreme in the fabric trade. On one side was Mama Risi, loud, cheerful, and adored by all. Her laughter was as vibrant as the ankara she sold. On the other was Madame Bisi, quiet, calculating, and feared by many. For years, their shops stood side by side, their businesses growing in what seemed like friendly competition. They called each other sister, shared soft drinks under the hot sun, and laughed together. But behind the smiles, a bitter storm was brewing. You see, customers flocked to Mama Risi's shop. Her charm was irresistible, her prices fair. She had this magical way of talking that could make even the most frugal shopper leave with their hands full and a smile on their face. Meanwhile, Bizi's shop, once a bustling hub, began to feel the chill of neglect. Her customer base dwindled, and as her business crumbled, a dark seed of envy took root in her heart. One blistering afternoon, after watching yet another regular customer walk straight into Mama Risi's shop, Bizi sat seething. The anger burned in her eyes. "That woman thinks she's better than me," she muttered under her breath. "Let's just see how long her laughter will last." That single thought set in motion a chain of events that would change their lives forever. That very evening, Bizi journeyed to a dimly lit corner of Mushin, seeking a herbalist known only in hushed whispers as Iya Agbeke. The old woman's eyes were tired, but they saw everything. "So you have come," she said, her voice raspy, as if she had been expecting her. "What is it that you want?" Bizi hesitated for a moment, the weight of her intentions pressing down on her. Then she spoke, her voice barely a whisper. "I want her shop to dry up. I want her to lose everything, make her customers disappear." Iya Agbeke nodded slowly, a knowing look on her face. "Be careful what you ask for," she warned. "Every darkness you send into the world comes with its own shadow." But Bizi was blinded by jealousy. She handed over a thick wad of cash and left with a small, sinister package, a calabash tied with red cloth, and a set of instructions. Before the first rays of dawn touched the market, Bizi crept to her rival's shop and buried the calabash near the entrance, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and wicked satisfaction. The very next day, the change was immediate and chilling. Customers who had been loyal to Mama Risi for years started walking right past her shop, their faces blank. Some would stop, look confused, and say they forgot what they came to buy. Others claimed her once vibrant fabric suddenly looked dull and lifeless. The strange curse didn't stop there. Her apprentices began falling sick, one after the other, with mysterious ailments. Within a week, Mama Risi's once thriving shop was a ghost town. She would sit there all day, surrounded by beautiful fabrics no one wanted, her heart breaking with confusion. She couldn't understand what she had done wrong. Meanwhile, just a few feet away, Bizi's shop was flourishing like never before. The crowds returned, her sales skyrocketed, and money flowed in. When people asked about her sudden success, she would smile sweetly and give fake testimonies about prayer and divine favor, but her victory came at a terrifying price. Her nights became a living nightmare. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw a dark, menacing shadow standing in front of her shop, whispering her name. When she tried to pray, the words would catch in her throat, her mouth refusing to form the holy verses. One week, the mirror in her shop cracked, not once, but twice. And then, her best-selling fabrics, the source of her new wealth, began to rot on the shelves, emitting a foul stench. The darkness she had summoned was now turning on her. Weeks passed. The market tried to move on, but a heavy air of unease lingered. Then came a young apprentice named Dupe. While sweeping the lane early one morning, her broom hit something hard buried in the dirt beside Mama Risi's shop. Curious, she dug it up and found the small calabash tied with red cloth. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside were cowries, red oil, and a small folded piece of paper. When she unfolded it, she saw Mama Risi's name written boldly in black ink. Dupe screamed. The sound pierced the morning quiet, and traders came running from all directions. In an instant, the news spread through the market like wildfire. Who buried Juju in Mama Risi's shop? The question was on everyone's lips. The market leader, a wise old man, immediately called a meeting. An elder suggested they take the calabash to a renowned local pastor. a man known for his ability to expose hidden evils. During the intense prayer session, the pastor closed his eyes and became very still. Then he spoke, his voice calm yet powerful. "The person who did this is among us. Her hands are stained with envy, and her nights are filled with restless spirits." All eyes scanned the crowd. Bissy began to tremble uncontrollably. She tried to appear calm, but it was too late. The pastor turned, his gaze locking directly onto her. "Woman," he declared, "your wickedness has been revealed. Confess before your darkness consumes you completely." At that moment, something inside Bissy snapped. Her knees buckled and she collapsed to the ground, wailing. "I only wanted my business to grow," she cried, her voice choked with sobs. "I didn't mean for things to go this far." The crowd gasped in shock. Some people shouted, "Jesus!" Others instinctively backed away from her, as if her presence was poison. When her confession was over, her face was pale, her voice a weak, broken whisper. She turned to Mama Risi and begged for forgiveness, but the damage was done. The trust of the market community was shattered. The elders delivered their verdict swiftly. Bissy was banished from that lane, her right to trade among them revoked. As she packed her things and left with her head bowed in shame, a heavy rain began to fall, washing the streets as if cleansing the very ground she walked on. Shaken but resolute, Mama Risi returned to her shop. The very next day, a customer came in. Then another and another. Slowly but surely, her business was reborn. She started every morning with a prayer of gratitude, never forgetting the bitter lesson she had learned about the destructive power of envy. Months later, traders would whisper stories. Some claimed they could still see a lonely shadow lingering near the empty stall that once belonged to Madame Bissy. They said it was her guilt, forever haunting the place of her downfall. Others believed the spirits she had invoked never truly left her alone. But on one thing, everyone in Belogan Market agreed. A powerful lesson had been learned that day. And now, whenever a newcomer arrives, trying to outshine others through cunning and deceit, the old traders just smile knowingly and say, "Shine with your sweat, my dear, not with darkness. Remember the Market Witch." Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing tales. We'll see you in the next one.